Hi everyone, welcome to a new edition of Hue Spotlight. I'm Tracy Koga, and it's all about music, it's about life, it's about love, affirmation, and the two incredible geniuses behind it are here joining us from Ontario, Toronto, and Hamilton. Welcome back to Bex and D1DO. It's so good to see you, and the second round has been even better than the first round, I think.
The energy is real.
It is real. It is real. But anyways, just to give some preface for our viewers and listeners out there, these young kids, I call you kids, but these young people, great artists on their own, have combined their talents. They came out with this incredible music video from the stars. It's all about love and giving free hugs. It was so catchy and so in the moment. And now, phase two, Thinkin' Twice, I have to say, is even bigger and better, but I'm going to let you both tell the story. Bex, I guess, the whole premise behind it and what the message is this time around.
Yeah, no, definitely since From the Stars, things are really starting to take off with the messaging and the momentum, and we were really fortunate to have like a big team this time too, just people who like genuinely supported what we're doing. And so for this one, I guess, do you want me to tell the story?
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead,
yeah.
please.
It's just like the idea of just overthinking, and we do this so much, and so many people can relate to like getting kind of caught up in the wave of something that maybe seems like a big deal at the time, but then when we look back in time, we're just like, oh, like I really wish I just like lived more in the moment and didn't get so caught up in that wave. Was the messaging behind it, and I think we really caught that. So we wanted it to be fun, energetic, and lively again, and it all materialized is the beautiful part of it all.
Wow. This one reminds me back in the heyday of Much Music and MTV, where the videos were even bigger than the songs. For you, Anthony, what was the process like? Because obviously more people involved both in front of and behind the camera.
It was amazing, actually, sharing the vision with so many like minds and amazing people that helped bring that energy to life. Because, yeah, the last one was just Bex and I together, and this one with a team of 50 plus. It was definitely a lot more logistically and, technically from that side of things, but energetically, it's like you really felt it. You also had this internal community who got to hear the song before it was released, who got to feel connected to the project, and also feel their own heart open to some of their skill sets when it comes to jumping in front of the camera and being part of something with a really powerful intention beneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, Bex, the songwriting and the music, this time you were talking about the message that you really wanted to convey. Was there rewrites, or was this tune already in your head?
Oh, so catchy. So I think the original hook, I believe that came through Anthony in a car ride, right?
Usually.
Yeah. So like, and I think for me right away, like the message for me, like how I received it seemed pretty clear. And then when I came in on the verse, I don't think there was a rewrite. I think it was similar to From the Stars, where like we came into the studio with the idea already like materialized, and then it was just kind of like writing in on that verse to continue the story from a different perspective. So yeah, coming from my own experience of just like getting too into my head and like really just wanting to like break free from that and let go.
Well, it is definitely fun. I'm interested now. You've got the song, you do the song, and that's that whole creative process. How do you visualize that? And how did the two of you come to, I guess, agreement, or I guess the creative genius of what the video that you created, Anthony?
I think that's the beauty of collaboration, and I would say with our process has been to let the music do the talking, honestly, like listening to the song over and over again and kind of calling in like, listen, I want a vision for the video, what's it going to be, and just being fully open and surrendering to that. And then as you keep hearing it with that intention, you start seeing like flashes of different scenes. I know I saw a school, like a classroom being one of the scenes. Bex saw an elderly person like with an old school TV, like a ground floor TV, and
Which
Like,
is so spooky when you think about like how like we ended up getting that exact scene like that was in the brain.
I think
And like
magical,
yeah.
magical. Yeah, like I honestly think that's it. Almost like helps validate like just that we're connected to something beyond, and creativity is coming from somewhere. And even when that
Yeah.
vision seems impossible, like we really went intentionally like let's just dream with no limitations on this. Let's not think
Yeah.
about budget. Let's not think about like how, but like what's this video look like? And then literally everything we envisioned materialized, and like life
Yeah.
found a way to show it and make it happen. Of course, there was actionable steps and hard work that was part of that process, but it really feels like we're not working alone on this stuff. There's something that's helping breathe wind into the sails for sure.
Hmm.
Well, I guess when we're talking about people, you mentioned 50 people. Bex, did it surprise you on how many people love the music and really wanted to be part of this video?
It didn't surprise me. I just the part just because I've also been exposed to like affirmation anthems before, like I was even part of it and seen like how people are gravitated towards this message. But I was surprised at how fast it came together, to be honest. I knew like there was gonna be people, but I didn't know how much work it would take to find them. I actually considered like, do we need to do auditions? Do we need to do things like that? Because there was key people we had in mind, but then as soon as we did the call out, I feel like people just came out of the woodwork and gravitated towards it and not all act like I don't think anybody is really like an actor that came out too.
A
So it
couple,
was
couple, but
yeah.
yeah, it was just more letting like the vision and the energy of the music and the intention be what gravitates people, and trusting that the people that show up and want to be part of this is the energy we need to kind of let this rise versus someone feeling they got dragged into it,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
it was really about magnetization, I would say.
Well, the performances were very spontaneous, but there was one stellar performance that I have to ask about, and that was the elderly gentleman that was in the beginning and the end. Who is he and the connection?
So that's my no. He's 96 years old. That was his debut appearance, and it's actually been on the news, Omni Television, broadcasting worldwide. So it's an amazing milestone for him to be on TV like that too. But yeah, I think this was just it brought so much depth into the story by having that elderly man who he's not airing as my no in the video. He's actually airing as himself in an older stage of life, and then it goes back in time. And it was just divinely guided how that happened, because originally I was going to play that role with a fake beard and a fake wig and a cane, and it was going to be a little bit comical but still help tell that same story. And then
Mhm.
through divine guidance, the studio that we were filming at had all scheduled to do that scene. Last minute, they're like, "Hey, this is Digital Canaries film production studio," and they're just like, "Hey, we have a shoot going on in the room you wanted, and it's gonna cross over with our timeline, so we're gonna have to reschedule." And then right in that moment, a butterfly came in, and we just all were like, "This is just divine guidance." Like
Yeah.
maybe Kai actually mentioned, I think you mentioned, like maybe
Yeah.
we should get your no in this, and it was just like, yes, we should. And
Yeah.
it added so much more emotion and context to
Absolutely.
the song. It also is a timeless piece for me to know my no no my grandfather, and a great inspiration of that message was part of that lifelong production now too.
So, Bex, through this whole journey and such a beautiful story too, Anthony, about your grandfather, how has this changed you as an artist? And like, did you ever think that you'd be going in this direction, or you knew this
I
is?
think always had daydreams of like MTV style like epic music videos, but just like seeing it all materialize. I remember like even just telling Anthony this feels like a dream. Like even the whole day and the energy of the day, it was like I want to do stuff like this all the time. So it definitely motivated me to think bigger and dream bigger and not limit myself when I see like what can be done with the power of like intention and just like saying the thing. Like I think we even said like it would be amazing if 40 people showed up, and then like the exact number of seats we needed to fill just materialized really really fast. So I think if anything, it just showed me that if I can speak it and think it and dream it, it can happen. And
I want to add to that because
yeah.
that's beautifully said. And I feel like, to anyone listening out there, I think sometimes we get in our own way of not allowing ourselves to dream or to use our imagination because of those limitations slide in quick. Like, oh, where am I going to find the money for that? Or, and then we don't even just drop all those walls and take a moment, whatever it is that you're, feeling called to tap into, and just dream playfully like you used to when you were a little kid, and just
Yeah.
let the rest reveal itself.
Well, it sounds like you are both having the time of your lives. Quickly, though, there is obviously a good back crew working to produce this. And you, Anthony, yourself are a creator and a videographer. So how much fun was that, or how hard was it? Because you're also the main character.
It was. I think it was a great opportunity to just like, I guess, pull out some of the things I've worked hard on over the years of my life, including the video production skill set. I'm a co-founder of 1X, an experiential agency, and my business partner Kai was an essential part of that capturing too. I was also directing, and I was on set as a lead subject, so it was kind of like some hat switching going on there for sure. But it was amazing having Kai and 1X sponsor the project, because we already have this workflow and chemistry that was able to just like allow that dance to happen seamlessly. And Bex was so amazing too, by just like almost like surrendering and just letting me do my thing in
Yeah.
that space,
Oh,
and stepping up wherever she could. And it was just like that chemistry was magic. Go
I
ahead.
sensed, yeah, just to add, Jake, I sensed it immediately. Like the flow was so good, and you were so like the director's hat was on, and it was so contagious, and it kept the energy alive. So it made sense to just like, okay, like I can just enjoy this and like be an actor here, and like everything's already planned out, all the logistics are sorted, and yeah, but it was crazy to see you juggle everything.
I call it surfing.
Or multitasking.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was beautiful. And there was actually a moment in the day where like the whole crowd that was there just started chanting like, hey, 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 and like it was just this potent energy coming up. People were having a blast, and I really feel the music video emulates that authentic energy that was in the room those days.
And we miss that, because there's something to be said about music. Yes, we listen to it, but then music also conjures up in our minds visions. But for a music video, it's there all for you. And I just have to say that congratulations to both of you. It feels like a little bit of a throwback, but it's so important. And now, is this something that hopefully the two of you will continue?
We
They
have like
nod,
over
they
40
nod.
songs. We have over 40 songs in the archives, and like we definitely want to give reverence to this one while it's out and keep that PR campaign going. So thank you again,
Yeah.
Tracy, for having us. This is amazing, and to help get that message, that music out there and touch the hearts it needs to. And we're going to keep going with the affirmation anthems, because we're really feeling like not just a passion but a purpose kind of unifying with this expression between both of us.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, hugs and kisses to you both. It's been an amazing ride, and I know that the journey has only just begun. We can hardly wait for the next 38 or 40 songs. It's going to be very tiring making all of those videos, but yes,
Dreamwork.
dreamwork, teamwork, yes.
Yes.
Okay, everybody, the moment that you've all been waiting for, it is the unveiling of Thinkin' Twice with D1DO featuring Bex.
Woo.
I've been living a lie.